About the evil duo. Although I'm more than one of them, but we are start out with the evil and the wicked. The evil, wicked duo that is called Dayton Campbell and Mark Golding. Mark Jefferson Golding, the man that should never, and I repeat, never see or sit on the left side of our Jamaican parliament. Hey Dayton, Mark Jefferson Golding should never sit on the left side down at Duke Street. Dayton Campbell, who cannot win a seat, shall never be elected again to represent the people of Jamaica. Peter Bunting, who single-handedly wrecked national security in Jamaica, should never seek to represent the people or given the chance to represent the people of Jamaica again. There are certain people in our society who seek to seem as if they are all for integrity and they are for Jamaica when they are not. They are evil, they are vile, and they are wicked, dressed in fancy suits and 6-inch stilettos and ties and go to church on Sunday. Some of them even preach on the pulpit, i.e., the wicked gynecologist Michael Abrahams. You have women in our society like Diane Jackson Miller, who is nothing but pure evil. Good morning, Barbara. Daniel Archer of the NIA, who is so entrenched and wrapped in the bosom of the PNP, she cannot, up to this day, she cannot come out and make a formal statement of all the evil that the PNP is doing to the people of Jamaica. And on a hearsay, there's evidence to prove. But you know what they seek to do? They seek to bring down Andrew Holness because he is not a Tapanaris and he's not from the upper echelons. Woman like Janet Calder, who come out firing that $3 billion is missing, but now Janet Calder is writing articles trying to justify why $1 billion is missing from the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. Right? Carol Narcisse, who claims to be a civil society activist, who continues to do nothing but advocate. Correction, she says she's a civil society advocate, but she continues to do nothing but advocate for the People's National Party. Evil, wicked woman in our society, like Angela Brown Burke, who is so hell-bent on getting power, she neglects her own husband. She has neglected her marital duties. in the aim of seeking power and being a third wheel in Mark Golding's marriage. Because she's more invested in Mark Golding's life than she's in her own, just in the name of power. But today I'm here to talk about why this evil wicked man, this evil descendants of slaves, evil is invested in his veins because Mark Golding is from a lineage of slave owners. And that is exactly what I said. I'm not calling no such man. I'm not said. That's what I said. Mark Jefferson Golding is evil. He means the Jamaican people no good. He is a wicked, vile, and disgusting man. He may not come on the internet or come on social media and use expletives, but I better that him did I do. But yet still him come in him jacket and tie. Although sometimes them want press because, oh, disgusting. Not very pleasing to the eyes. Mark Golding, that man is. Him come in him jacket and tie and him pretend as if he's for the people of Jamaica. And he would say, oh, me done rich already and I don't need nothing. So I'm only coming in to serve the people. Lies. Mark Golding is now an investor. I have been an investor in a failing entity. Mark Golding have been and is, along with Peter Bunting, the real runner and ruler of the People's National Party, because Mark Golding is just a placeholder, have been running a failed entity, proven have been losing millions of dollars in wealth. They cannot run a business, but yet still they want to run a country. They want to run a country when they can't run a business. Mark Golding is so evil and wicked and vile that Mark Golding will go to Bahamas to invest and build low-income housing, while persons in his constituency, right there in Kingston, are living in subpar conditions in 2025. Mark Golding will invest 20 million US dollars in the Bahamas through his company Proven for the people of Bahamas to better their standard of living, while residents of Torrington Bridge are walking on lava because they don't know the next minute when the floor that they walk on will collapse beneath their feet. The elderlies are at danger. Young children play at their own risk in Mark Golding's constituency. Young children in 2025 in Mark Golding's constituency only know a proper bathroom facility when they go to school because they live in subpar conditions. But yet still Mark Golding see it so fit to invest through his company Proven in Bahamas to build low-income houses. What about the young children in Arnett Gardens? What about the poor children of jungle? Don't they deserve to live a decent life like everybody else? Mark Golding, you're a Jamaican first, so you say. So why don't you provide the opportunity, Mr. Golding, to poor Jamaicans that you and the PNP, the Rise United fraction of the PNP, claim to love and support? Hey, Sassy. But Mark Golding is here for power. Thank you, my baby. I'm back. Mark Golding is here for power and money. And like his foreparents who enslaved mind and whipped us mercilessly and took our children away from us, took our men away from us. And that is why we have so many broken families because of generational trauma from Mark Golding generation who ripped mothers' babies from their womb. Those are the things and the atrocities Mark Golding ancestors did to mine, and that is why I cannot like Mark Golding. And I will never like Mark Golding. So Mark Golding is not settled enough that he and his children will live in Upper St. Andrew, who can afford to go to private institutions abroad. Mark Golding and his children who don't even know what sardine is because them not eat sardine and white rice. Them don't know about dumpling and butter. Mark Golding still is here trying to reap what his ancestors did not reap. Mark Golding is not satisfied that for 400 years his ancestors had us with their foots on our necks. Him still have to come back. You know what Mark Golding did? Mark Golding came and he put a chain around a black Rastaman neck to show that Mark Golding does not care about us and our trauma and our ancestral trauma that would have triggered us to see a white man or a man of a white descent putting a chain around a black man's neck. Mark Golding does not care about us because Mark Golding is not like us, so he does not care about us. Mark Golding cannot resonate. He cannot identify with our pains and our traumas. Mark Golding is an evil, wicked, vile man. And when somebody is evil and wicked and vile and they show you their hands, you know how to deal with them. But Mark Golding is a type of evil and the type of wicked that will hit you with a rock and hide his hands. Mark Golding is the type of evil that sends his minions and his puppets like Angela Brown Burke and Dayton Campbell and to a lesser extent Peter Bunting to do his evil and wicked act and acts against the people of Jamaica blatantly in our face and expects for us to just look over it. When Mark Golding started his campaign on becoming the Prime Minister, which he will never become, he first had to become the President of the People's National Party. And the race for Mark Golding to become the President of the People's National Party started long ago before there was even a presidential race. It started before there was a search for a president for the People's National Party. It started back in the 90s, before I was born. And I repeat, the evil and wicked, sinister plot of Mark Golding started in the 90s, before I was born. Right? And let me pause and say this. All PNP supporters who seek to come here and distract, please to leave my platform and go tell your slave master that he will never become Prime Minister of this country. And I continue. This year I'm on a different track. Mark Golding plot started in the 90s when he was a mentee to the wickedest finance minister, the most vile finance minister we have ever seen in the history of Jamaica, Dr. Omar Davis. He have a special place in hell, Omar Davis. Mark Golding was his mentor and even turned around to become Omar Davis' advisor. And their plots and wickedness started when they start to rob the people of Jamaica blind with scandals after scandals after scandals and taxing the people of Jamaica wickedly. While the world was booming, Jamaica was failing. And Mark Golding was right there like a snake in the grass, waiting on the perfect opportunity to pounce on the people of Jamaica. And Mark Golding advised Omar Davis to introduce FinSac. After Omar Davis wrecked our economy and wrecked our country and devalued the dollar, he advised Omar Davis about FinSac that caused 400 business or 4,000 business in Jamaica to shut down. It caused a lot of Jamaicans, hard-working Jamaicans, to leave this country because they could just not live under the guise of Omar Davis and Mark Golding in the grass, hiding and only peeking his head to see what Omar is doing. But he was always there in the grass, hiding like a serpent waiting to devour. That was Mark Golding all along. Right? So, Mark Golding advised Omar Davis about FinSac, and he was just there sitting. And while 4,000 business went under, while many Jamaicans packed up and leave, while many Jamaicans lost their livelihoods, while many Jamaican families decimated, while many Jamaicans took their own lives because of the wickedness of Omar Davis, Mark Golding, and Peter Bunting under Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, Percival James Patterson. There was a couple in Mandeville who unalive themselves when they sit and think about how they work so hard to build a life for themselves and their family. And in one day, CM's corrected 44,000 businesses, right? They build a life for themselves by working hard. And they were living in a country that was said to be one of the lead, though small, little but Talawa, we were said to be a forefront runner in the world in everything we do. And when they realized all their lives that they took so long to build and worked so hard to build came crashing down so quickly with no help, they just could not find the willpower to live through that trauma brought onto them by the People's National Party. They paid their helper for the last time and went to bed. For the last time, they took their own lives. Mark Golding has a hand to play. And while 44,000 business were going down, while Free Zone was shutting down, while jobs weren't being lost, while Jamaicans couldn't afford the basic commodity, while the standard of living of Jamaicans went down, you know who was striving? Mark Jefferson Golin and Peter Bunting. Because through their company, DB&G, they were flourishing. They were flourishing so much so that they decided that we're going to sell this business. While 44,000 other businesses are going under, we're going to sell ours for $100 million in the 90s. $100 million. Wanna do the maths, man? What was so good about Mark Golding and Peter Bunting's company? Why it was so profitable? Why it was so profitable that you could afford to sell it in a failing economy for $100 million, while other companies were failing left, right, and center? Because you know what? Peter Bunting, who was at the time in government, got sweetheart deals from the then finance minister Omar Davis. And Mark Golding was where? He was right there. So don't let them trick on and tell you about Mark Golding you. He is not. Give me a minute, guys. As may I say. Mark Golding was right there. He was right there. He was nowhere and he was not hiding. He was there. Fast forward to all of the atrocities that the PNP had done to us. $40 billion in a tax package. Omar Davis tax sanitary napkin. Him tax phone call. Him tax Angela Brownberg tax Ancat. Then tax cigarette. Then tax license and registration. Then tax tourism. The only thing that they were taught, license and registration. Then tax tourism. The only thing that they were taught orchestrating to carry down Portia, Peter Bunting was orchestrating to carry him down. One piece of pasa. Them orchestrate and them demonize and them tear down Portia similar. And them carry her down the worst way. Peter Phillips was the head of that. And him swear him win. And he thought he would have become Prime Minister of Jamaica. But while he was there and trying to become Prime Minister of Jamaica, Peter Bunting and his best friend Mark Golding was planning to pounce. And they sabotaged him and they ensured that he did not win that election. Although he could win still. But they put in extra work. So they beat him and get on top of the beating. They ensure that he failed because they wanted him to lose. So they could now challenge him for the leadership of the People's National Party. But while Peter was planning, because him claim he was the 5-star general down there in central Manchester, him a fast in a people business while Simon a spoil. He lost his seat. What a bangarang. Peter, People's National Party, you have to have a seat. But Rhoda came in like a category 5 hurricane and lick him for 6. So what's the next best step? My best friend Mark Golding, who got a safe passage from who? His mentor Omar Davis. Okay. Wanna follow the storyline. So now, Peter Bunting can't become president because he not have no seat. So the next best is to prop up his puppet friend who not really interested in serving people because him come from a lineage of people serving him. So them not know about serving people. Them only know about people serving them. Right? But it's a plot and I am a friend, so we're going to work with it. And then pop him up for a leadership race. And the PNP spitting about 10. But the strongest fractions were one PNP and Rise United. And the Rise United fraction, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and the other minions. And they started to pounce. And their target was Lisa. And their target was Lisa Anna. One, them not like Lisa Anna. No matter how Lisa won the night, she come off a liberal table. She's a protege of Edward Siaga. So then she not gonna ever reach the rank. She not gonna ever reach the ranks in a PNP. Right? $1 million. Then buy out the leadership race in a PNP. Right? $1 million. Then buy out the leadership race. Right? The evidence, them dead. They were there and them still dead. Of Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and the Rise United fraction of the PNP using $10 million to buy delegates. And that is how Mark Golding won the seat of becoming the president of the People's National Party. We want to follow the storyline because it is all going to connect. When they wanted East Portland, and because in the buying out of delegates, they had to have people on their side. And in having people on their side, they promised them things. Right? They promised them things for trade upon people and turn trade upon people and for sabotage people. There was this lady over there in Portland by the name of Andrea Moore. Apparently, she was not on Mark Golding's side in becoming president of the People's National Party. And you know what they did? They orchestrated a plan because their friend must get that seat. And they orchestrated and they planned. And who did they call? Their fake pollster, Don Anderson. And he concocted a poll that the people did not want this lady who had done so much work in the division, the constituency, to represent the people. They concocted a fake poll and they plotted against the lady and get her out. She died of cancer. May her soul rest in peace. But she also died of a broken heart. Because the people who she entrusted politically, hey Labour Yard, who she's supposed to be on one team with, they betrayed her and they stabbed her in her back. The evidence is there on YouTube. Her husband said it at her funeral, right in front of Mark Golding. And he was so ashamed and disgraced at the lady's funeral that he had to leave quite shortly after that. And that is how wicked and vile Mark Golding is. He will mistreat you, abuse you, disgrace you, and even come to smile at your funeral because he don't care as long as him and him best friend get power. Right? Mark Golding in 2020, while the world was tearing down with a pandemic and Jamaicans were scared for their life, and the prime minister tried to run the country, and we are doing thing. Mark Golding not care about that. You know what Mark Golding was doing in 2020? Mark Golding was meeting with the head of the Integrity Commission, Seymour Panton, plotting how are they going to pounce upon Andrew Holness and tear him down like they did former leaders of the Jamaica Labour Party, i.e. Edward Seaga and Bruce Golding, because we must get power. But what they were planning was not to happen or be executed right away, because it would have looked too obvious that you just go meet with him. If you have tea for what reason I do not know, and then all of a sudden they might attack Andrew. They had to wait a couple of years, and this is how conniving and deceitful PNP is. They will wait all 40 years for the right time for pounds. I saw PNP move. Right? And then plan. And we see the plans where then cook up for Andrew Holness. While the man was away representing the country, Greg Christie, them put out reports that Andrew Holness is to be charged. Knowing that it was ruled, that was a recommendation, but when he got to the prosecutor said no. But they did not see to put out that part of the information, because they wanted to embarrass the Prime Minister on the world stage. They wanted to disgrace the Prime Minister and bring him down. That no work. Them attack the Prime Minister and him house. That no work. Right? Them come out. Them talk about bank account, money. You're investigating a man. Same have an increase of $1 million in him wealth. A man that has been working in politics from the age of 25 years old. You question $1 million Jamaican dollars in wealth. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And them orchestrate. While Andrew Holness was in India, Mark Golding and his team was planning to move a no confidence motion against the Prime Minister. Because it doesn't never work out. Not what them a do, now work out. Them go as low as we try to move no confidence motion against the man. And it still never work out. Right? All the plots, them trying at 2024. 2024 was the year of trying to tear down and carry down the Prime Minister. And it still never work. Right? But the bombshell of all bombshell started in late December. The bombshell of all bombshell started in late December when it was revealed that the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, located right over there in Spanish Town, $1 billion cannot be accounted for. Illegal buildings and businesses are being run through the municipality. And I have not yet to hear from Michael Abrahams, the gynecologist that looks on everything but a vagina, because he's always in Andrew Holness' business. Janet Calder, who come out with her lies stating that $3 billion is missing. $3 trillion is missing. Right? Carol Narcisse, who claims to be a civil society advocate, but advocate only for the PNP. Michaela Jackson, Daniel Archer from the NIA, all these society people who have the most to say if a pin is misplaced under the current administration, it's 40 days and 40 nights. But Mark Golding, who and his team have continued to misappropriate funds from the Jamaican people and do illegal activities like building structures in Kingston without permit. Everybody is silent, and I wonder why. Because you know why? Regardless of and no matter what, as long as the poor black boy from Spanish Town is not the prime minister, Mark Golding can do no wrong in the eyes of Michael Abrams, Janet Calder, Michael Jackson, Carol Narcisse, Daniel Archer, Dean Jackson Miller, and the list goes on. So they can do and say anything, and they don't say a peep, because as long as the poor black boy when him Andrew Holness, who know because him live on the hill, him feel like he is somebody, is not prime minister, we okay with that. That is how Michael Abrams, Janet Calder, Dean Jackson Miller, Carol Narcisse, and Daniel Archer of the NIA operate. Because a poor boy will come through the rigors, will come from out a dirty Spanish town, not supposed to be our prime minister. Right? That is just how they are operating. Dayton Campbell, who continues to have word vomit, who speak the most nastiest of things on platforms without any reprimand. You know the last thing him say? Him go impose tax. Because if I want thing PNP no for do a tax the people of Jamaica. So Dayton Campbell I got impose tax on imported foods. When Dayton Campbell and Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Angela Brownberg impose tax on imported foods, that is not only going to increase food prices, and basic commodities, like rice and flour and sugar and bread. It's going to put tariffs on Jamaica because we are not operating in a world by ourselves. We trade with other people. We are a part of CARICOM. We are a part of NAFTA. And for the dunce, PNP, go and Google what is NAFTA. Right? Go and Google the unions that we are part of in the world, that the people that we trade with. Because if we tax the people, them goods that's coming in, what they will do is no longer trade with us. And we will stay down here and starve and die of hunger. So, Mark Golding don't even care about that as long as him is prime minister. Right? Mark Golding cannot come out and tell us why $1 billion is missing from the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation under Norman Scott. CM Norman Scott, who cannot effectively run the municipality of St. Catherine, but one go get seat down at St. Elizabeth. Norman Scott can't run the municipality effectively, but him want go win seat down at St. Elizabeth. Right now, as we speak, there's a young man by the name of Lawrence Rowe who just came on Nationwide News Network not even an hour ago, and he was in tears. The young man was in tears because of the wickedness and the evil that Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell Angela Brownberg and Peter Bunting is concocting against him. The young man said he learned to read at 9. He learned to read at the age of 9. He born poor. He not born with no gold spoon in his mouth like Mark Golding. His mother have 10 of them. He struggled in the inner city of Central Kingston, but he defied the odds and he elevated. He worked hard and he did the best that he could with the little that his parents had. In spite of the atrocities and the evil and the wickedness that he grew up in under PJ Patterson and Ronnie Twaite as his member of parliament, he defied the odds. And him still stick with PNP, because that's fine. Him grew up in our PNP area. We're not going to bash him for that. But guess what? When they started to use him, because remember, I say, guys, the PNP, them start plot years in advance. Them not just plot and pounce. Them plot, them wait, and them pounce. So when Ronnie Twaite decided that he was going to leave politics, even before Ronnie Twaite, because that young man had a run off with Ronnie Twaite, he lost the seat by less than 20 votes, maybe less than 10. And he requested a recount. And bigwigs in the party asked him, and I am guessing it's Angela Brownberg, who is him to request a recount. And at this time, he stated that certain bigwigs in the party lost by 14. Right. He stated that certain bigwigs in the party were on the board of the ECJ, Electoral Commission of Jamaica, right? So, what he's implying is that they may have even destroyed some of his votes or even stuffed ballots, because the PNP is known for that, right? Anyways, them Girani Twaze not over him still stick around, him wait, him turn, him work. Granny Twaze decides him go left. They came, and because him love him party, them tell him, say, listen, we're gonna give Duncan Price his seat, and this is how we're gonna help you out in the latter run, and blah blah blah. And them tell him one bag of foolishness, and them boots him up and them tell him one bag of lies. Big up yourself, JLP Media. And they gave Duncan Price the nod over him. But little did they know that Duncan Price could use her proper name and win no election. She got a whopping in Central Kingston and she lost the seat. And that young man still stick around when Duncan Price run gone. Him still stick around and him work with the people. All them still never go win the seat, because Central Kingston will never go back orange. Just let's say that. Here comes power hungry Mark Golding. Licky can't win a seat, Nathan Campbell. Don't know where him reside, Peter Bunting. Chaka teeth, Angela Brownberg, aka Matilda. I'm gonna notice when me talk, me not mince my words. Cause when me talk, I talk. I'm my bad brother. Cause they can't sue me. Cause me not have nothing. I don't want nothing, not even a pot to piss in. So tell them come. So them start for orchestrate and them start for confide. I remember me telling say years on the line in getting where they want to get. Them have to sabotage certain people, and for sabotage people, you have to have people in a places. So them go around and them promise people seats. And them promise people things. Like how them they have the top superintendent, Steve McGregor, in a high places. Nah, do no work. Nah, fight crime. to make government look bad because them promise him say, if you work with for making the eyes of Jamaica, it look like crime is out of hand and the government can't control crime and nothing not go on in the country. When you're done and you resign, we're gonna give you a seat for your run. And then you can come in and make enough money and thief up money and yeah. That's how PMP got to work. Alright. So them plan and them have the boy they that work with them. The boy was even on Mark Golding campaign team in the fight against Lisa Anna. So then use him, to fight out Lisa Anna, and him did a fight out Lisa Anna and say the big tick and the fucker can stab him right in him back. You know say the same fighting did a fight out Lisa Anna. And the same knife with stick sheep, stick goat. That's why I don't like the wickedness to people, because what goes around comes around. Now it a boil down to the wire. And then make it be known to him that we're not going to use it, because we have a friend and we promise him. And, I'm our real friend. In fight total Imani too. I think him they give up his seat for Imani. See same thing? Knife stick sheep and he come back right round. And I'm gonna make him know, say, listen, best we can do for you, I give you $15 million. I want position, I want in a Senate. But him really want to represent him people. Because him grew up in a community and him see how him understand the struggles of the people and him want to represent the people. You understand that him dream and him goal and him vision. And him parents them down and his siblings and the people them know him and him want to try. Even if I'm gonna lose, because he can't beat Donovan, right? So I'm gonna lose, But him still want to try. And he's been there. And him really believes it. Because I did it so long. And I work so much hard. I just that me want. I just want to represent the people. It's not about money for me, because if me lose, it's okay. But me want to try. I work so hard. I've been there. Them so know my love. Come LRI water, you got to go. Because you is no top and Norris. You not fit in a full group. Who is you? Shit in a bag, boy. We used to shit in a bag down at Central Kingston and throw in a gully. We 10 and no grow up in a one look up road room. You not fit right, yes, sir. You not top and Norris. You never got Hillel Academy. Eh? You learn free when you're 9, you dance. You're not part of our crew. You basically let them tell him, who is you? You're not nobody, you're not top and Norris. So we just see that use you, and you do what you need to do on time for you go. So gear what just take the $15 million a man and the Senate seat and call it a day, because you not get nothing more. So right as we speak, the young man said that the first time in his life he saw his father cried was on December 27, when it really was finalized to him that they are going to use him and throw him away like a piece of rag doll. Right? Dayton Campbell tell him, say, we're not going to go with you, and this is what we're offering you, $50 million and a seat. And it left me to beg and to wonder, Colin Shaka fame Bell over there in Portland. How much money did you get to give Isaac Buchanan that seat? Colin is on TikTok, Somebody tag him for me, please. Somebody share the live to Colin. Shaka Fame Bell for me now, please. I need to know how much money did Dayton Campbell and Mark Chaka Chaka Golden give to him to give up the seat to Isaac Buchanan. And he was satisfied because from day one it was all about the money for him. He's not representing the native people of Portland that where him come from. So them give him a piece of money for keep him quiet and him just so I'm resigning because trying to be. But deep down him know say hey, me get a money now. I'm never gonna go in anywhere because me can't beat Mrs. Vaz. So a deal or no deal, me just take a look at money and go and come. I can't beat Mrs. Vaz. And him gone. So Colin Shaka Fame Bell, come and tell the people of Jamaica how much money and what position, sorry, what position was offered to you by Dayton Campbell, Angela Brownberg, Peter Bunting, and Mark Golin to give up that seat over there in Portland. Because they did it as well to Andrea Moore, may her soul rest in peace. Right? Beloved memory. They did that to her with the fake poll. And Dan Anderson, you have to come down now. You've been around fake poll. Dan Anderson, you have to come down now. You've been around fake poll for PNP. And a full time now, you have to come down and stop with the fake poll. You run fake poll and say, Mark Golden more favorable than Andrew Holness. That not even fit good in our sentence. Closing the eyes and imagination like SpongeBob. Imagination. Andrew Holness, Mark Golden. Very disturbing. Mark Golden is trying to be a Jamaican. Mark Golden is not a Jamaican. And here they come, reporting my life. Mighty God. Spread the news, spread the word. Stop Shatter is back. They're reporting my life. Like, for what reason? You see how long I left TikTok, you know? You see how long I left TikTok, you know? I want to come over here and report my life. But anyways, the work continues because Andrew Holness shall get a third term. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live, share the live, comment, interact because they are reporting the live. Thank you guys for the follow. Guys, follow me on YouTube as well. I will be posting this live on YouTube. So, Mark Golden is an evil, wicked man who seeks to go off power. And you see all of this money that Mark Golden is spending. And remember, PNP is broke. The PNP party is broke. It is broke. In a Jamaican terms, them not have no money. PNP not have no money, them broke. So them a dig out and a take some money from some people and a go some places like they did to Norman Ann and take him $10 million. Where is Cara? $10 million? They go pay a Chafigura now, then can't pay him back because them broke. Remember Peter Bunting did up there a pay a light bill for them because them broke. Them not have no money. Them not have no money. Proven a fail, proven a lose millions in dollars. Gleaner, toilet paper gleaner, I lose billions of dollars in money. So the money where they used to thief out a gleaner and give them for run campaign, then can't give them again. Because gleaner can't even pay them worker. Them not have no money. PNP broke from all angles. So all of this $15 million them give candidate here and I promise people there, they're going to need it back. they are going to need back all of this money. And where do you think they're going to get the money to pay back people? Where you think they're going to get the money to reimburse themselves if they ever become leaders of this country? The first place Mark Golding promised us, and this is not hearsay. I want to listen to me carefully when me talk over here, so. Me not say such man. Me not say allegedly, because it's pure facts. Mark Golding promised us that he will first place, that he will dip is in the NIR. Mark Jefferson Golding said the first place that he will dip is in the National International Reserve. If we take out $40 billion, what will you be doing with that $40 billion, Golding? You can't tell we. But you need to go in there and take out $40 billion. What you think so the $40 billion is to do? Is to put in them pockets and pay off the net international reserve. Thank you, Rig. Yeah. Me and my mash mouth the back on TikTok with my list on. Spread the news to all the PNP them. Top Shatter is back. Right. So the net international reserve where Mark Golding want to go and dip and take out $40 billion. And I know him can't tell we a plan of what he's going to do with that $40 billion. I know where he's going to put the money when he take it out. In him and in friend them pocket. $15 million have to compensate for over there. $15 million have to compensate over there. Compensate for over there. So you I go get paid back for your $15 million. $15 million over this up. $15 million over this up. $15 million over this up. And to give to the hungry belly, licky PMP them on one work. Right. So Mark Golding is not for the people of Jamaica. To this day, Mark Golding cannot tell us what are his plans and how he plans to run the country. Mark Golding is busy buying votes. Is not illegal. Isn't that against parliamentary acts to be promising person seats with the use of money? Isn't that illegal? Where is the integrity people? Daniel Archer, Carol Narcisse, Michaela Jackson, Janet Calder, Michael Abrahams, Dean Jackson Miller. Let me repeat. Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, Angela Brownberg, and Peter Bunting is on a rampage, buying seats and positions for people in the People's National Party in the hopes of that they will win the general election and somehow become control of the net international reserves, where they will go in and take out $40 billion, and the clips are there to prove it, when Mark Golding said that Andrew Olney should go in the NIR and take out $40 billion to do what we don't know. But now the plot is unfolding because they're promising people $15 million here and $15 million there. They will now need to recover that fund. Mark Golding and Peter Bunting resides over a failing company, i.e. Proven International. Mark Golding's good friend, who is the Gleaner, is residing over a failing news outlet who is losing billions and or if not millions, if not billions in dollars, and they need to recover that money. So they will go to any means necessary. They will go to any means necessary to gain power. If that includes commissioning fake done on the polls, forcing people out of seats, like over in Portland, or buying them out because Colin Bell was buyout, but we wouldn't have known that if Lawrence Rowe would have just drink the Kool-Aid and shut up. Because that young man now is in fear of his life because he did not drink the Kool-Aid. That is $15 million and a Senate seat. Hey, Sean. He did not drink the Kool-Aid. So we are now finding out and seeing the plot is revealing in front of our very eyes. And civil society is quiet. The Gleaner is not making any headlines. Michael Abrams, the same one who is the gynecologist who writes articles in the Gleaner to tear down the current administration, is silent. Janet Calder, Jamaica Meter Accountability Porter, that's what she did, where claims them deal with integrity, silent. Michaela Jackson, if that's what her name pronounced, she's another one who claims that she deal with integrity and upholding morality in Jamaica and keeping politicians in check. She's silent. Carol Narcisse, the self-proclaimed civil society advocate that only advocates for the Rise United fraction of the PNP, and the mother of all mother, Daniel Archer, is very, very silent. Is very silent. But when Minister Warmington at the time said that nobody can get him money for spend, it was a 40 days and 40 nights was a talk. And articles were written. And Dean Jackson Miller had to have a prompt discussion on our angles because how dare Warmington say that. But now there is evidence and there is proof in the pudding that Dayton Campbell is not the man for the job in no way, shape, or form. He has nothing named integrity. Mark Golding, nothing named integrity. Angela Brownberg is as evil and vile and wicked as they come. Peter Bunting is a national disgrace. Mind you, don't be surprised if Julian Robinson is the next one to fall in their sinister plot. Remember me the one, don't be surprised if Julian Robinson is the next victim of Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell, and Angela Brownberg war for power. Because it's basically a war. They are hell-bent that they need to come in and recover their funds. They need to come in and bail out their failing companies. Thank you for the follow, guys. Follow me on YouTube as well. Link in my bio. I'll be posting this live over there. They are hell-bent They are hell-bent on becoming rulers of this country, that they will do anything by any means necessary. And all these so-called society people are silent. All these so-called people who are so upstanding, all these preachers and pulpit who used to write letters and send it out, they're silent. So, I see somebody earlier asked, why should Mark Golding and Dayton resign? It is simple enough that these two are not fit to even be in a race to run for prime minister or leaders of this country. Pick up yourself one voice. They are not fit to be even in the race. They have nothing called integrity. They are not trustworthy. They have proven nothing of worth to the Jamaican people that they will do to improve our lives better than what Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is already doing for us. So we don't want to waste any time. Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell should resign. So much so, Mark Golding, as leader of the PNP, should resign. We are moving forward in Jamaica where we are looking for better for our citizens. We are moving away from tribal politics in Jamaica. And Mark Golding is not ready for the movement. Mark Golding stated on a public platform that when and if he becomes Prime Minister of this country, he will be giving back reign to the junglists. Who are these junglists that Mark Golding speak of? Mark Golding is not ready for the future of Jamaica. Mark Golding is advising the Prime Minister to stop paying off our debts and just give away free money. To who? To where? Why? How? When? What is the criteria? No. Mark Golding want the Prime Minister to get 2 Brinks truck with $400 billion and one down a downtown, one down a Montego Bay, one a Ochi, and one down a Clarendon. And just open them up. And you come and get the money. You come and get the money. You come and get the money. Because that is what Mark Golding is saying. Because if you give us an idea without a plan, you leave the door open for persons like myself to formulate our own plans. Because up to this day, Mark Golding cannot tell us or you will be funding the $3 million increase in the threshold. Mark Golding cannot tell us or will he be funding the write-off of student loan debt for teachers. There is no plan. Mark Golding is just spewing word vomit and hoping that something will stick. Genius, we cannot pay off all our debts. But managing our debt is good. And that is what we are doing, and we are paying it back at a very good rate. Mark Golding wants us to stop paying off our debts. Right? Mark Golding wants us to stop paying off our debts. So when we stop paying our debts, genius, because you seem to have all the ideas and you're a genius, but you're nothing but a common fool. Right? So Margot is advising the Prime Minister to stop paying our debts or stop paying off our debts because we're paying it off too fast enough. When you don't pay your debts correctly, you know what happen? You accumulate interest. And that interest will put us in further debt. So genius, you and Mark Golding will not have a clue about economy. Thank God idiots like you is not the only one who is going to decide our fates because we are really in a dark corner. Because you are one of them who would rather us to just walk out on the road. Oh, you get the money, you get the money, you get the money. While our healthcare system is crumbling, while our schools are crumbling, while our security force is crumbling, while our economy is crumbling. But that will never happen under Andrew Holness' watch because he has proven time and time again that he's here for a new Jamaica. He has proven time and time again that he is here for a new Jamaica. And let me say this. Let me say this. Whether you are a labourite or you are a PNP, whether you are undecided or not, get with the program because Andrew Holness, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, is moving this country into a new direction. And the only thing I can advise you all to do is to get on board because we will not be waiting. The train will not be waiting on anyone to get their act together. We are no longer in the business of handout. We are no longer in the business of gimmicks and tricks when it comes to politics. We are about serious governance. So whether you are a labourite or a PNP or an undecided, get your act together, get on the train, else you will be left behind. You will be left behind. Get a skill. The Artrust NTA is offering free training up to the associate level. Get a skill. Write a resume. Go job hunting. Take a break from TikTok for 2 or 3 hours out of your day. Write a resume. Buy the Gleaner. Create a LinkedIn profile. All of you have all social media profiles, but you don't have a LinkedIn profile. Let me give you the plug. Create a LinkedIn profile. It's a very important social media to have in self-advancement and bettering yourself. Create one. Go over there, put up a status. Can somebody help me to write a resume? I am looking at a job. I need help. You can't do the same things over and over and expect this different results. That is a madness. That's a mental illness. You cannot write a resume that you think will catch the eyes of recruiters. There are persons out there who you can pay to write your resume. Skip the KFC and the Burger King and invest in getting somebody to professionally write your resume. You have to invest in yourself before anybody can invest in you. So if you're going to say you want a job, and when your resume is sent to the recruiter and they look at it, you have misspelled words, You don't know how to use proper punctuations. You don't know how to formulate or format a letter. They're just going to throw that at the bottom of the pile because your resume is the first thing they see before they see you. Go on YouTube. What is acceptable worldwide to be on a resume and what should not be on a resume? Be honest. You don't need to lie. Right? Be honest. Because a lot of times when you lie on your resume and you get through to the interview and you go to the interview because you lied on your resume, when you go to the interview and questions are being asked from that very same resume, you do not know what they're talking about because you lied. Clap that tea. So it's full time now. We as Jamaicans and as people will start to invest in ourselves. People like to help people who help themselves. Meet people halfway so they can meet you halfway. You want a job or you want to go to the politician. You want a job. Okay, what qualification do you have? Me the drop out of school at grade 9 and from that all me do, I sit on my roadside and drink boom and rum and I go dance every night. I don't even know proper office etiquette. I don't know that when I go to the office every morning, I have to say good morning. I have to say please and thank you and excuse me. If I'm going to the bathroom, it's common courtesy that I have to inform my coworker that I'm going to the bathroom and I can look at it as if my coworker is fasting in my business. If I'm going on the road, even though I'm an adult, I have to inform somebody that I'm going on the road. These are common office etiquettes that a lot of you don't have. And you want the biggest of salaries. But hiring is money and it's cost to the company. So you cannot come at 0 and expect the organization to give you 100. Your education is a reward for the salary that you get. And please note, not only your education, but your experience. And I will use myself as a prime example. As a university graduate, am I getting the desired salary that I want? No. But guess what I'm going to do? I am not going to try and keep up with the Joneses and social media. I'm going to run my own race. I'm going to wait my turn because even though I have a degree, I have no experience in my field to that extent. So what I will do is take a lower paying position, gather my experience, and work my way up. But no, uno done said Dali. We only thing uno have on the head is a 40-inch bust down. Not even one CXC. Uno want got the people them organization and go get $10 million salary and $15 million salary. Does that make sense? Oh, I graduated, I have a degree and a master's. Nobody's going to train a manager. Can you imagine me if you train my manager? Where's your experience? And these are the things that we should try to understand. Not because they get a degree or go to masters. Try gain like experience first. Word to the wise is sufficient. Because nobody not train their manager. Nobody is going to want to train their manager. That not make no sense. Because why my manager don't even know how to formulate a proper sentence? Why my manager don't know how to format a letter? That don't make no sense. They have to become workforce ready. And thank God for Andrew Holness that he is now preparing young people. And I tell people all the while, I wish I was 10 years younger because the opportunity that young people now have, I wish I have them. I had them. I knew what I knew. Now, then, because mother gone full. But that's just life, and that's all life go, and that's my journey. And that is why I try to educate people and tell them how to move and how to operate. Because now you can go to heart, they're training you to become workforce ready. So they're not only giving you skills and certifications, they're putting you in the workplace to gain experience while paying you. I remember when I left high school and was trying to look a job, the only thing came up was an internship. And they weren't giving you not even tea money. You had to find your way there, be on time, 7 days a week, find your own lunch money, make sure you have proper clothing and all these things. They were only providing you with a work environment to get little experience, and that was it. Now young people have training facilities that are not only training you but placing you in places of employment. I give you a driver's license. I open my bank account for no. I want to know how I make the best of the opportunity. But let me tell you this. Hey, try and pick up yourself because I'll be ending soon. Don't take use of the opportunities that Andrew Wellness is providing for you all. Don't make use of the opportunities and sit down and wait and think that somebody will come open the door for you when you make a sad mistake. Vote out Andrew Wellness and put in Chaka Chaka Slave Master Golden and feel like say things are gonna become better for you because this man is out here selling me a lie. I want to really go see what time it is. Because the sufferation that I know and witness firsthand under the People's National Party, the thought of it makes me nervous. The thought of Mark Golding being my prime minister sicks me to the core. With the likes of power hungry people like Dayton Campbell, who just needs a seat. The likes of Peter Bunting, who should leave politics now. Go on, man. Nah, man, scatter almost 100. Why you going to send Elizabeth go to brother? Go on, yeah, yeah, now. These people are just power hungry and they believe that the money that they spend to get Mark Golding to become president of the PNP, they must recoup it one way or another. And there's no other way than becoming leader of the country to get in the international net reserve. There's no other way because them broke, proven fail, gleaner fail, PNP nana money. That's why them have to walk a collect back money from this the same poor people them when they say they want to represent. Them have to walk with collection plate at them conference. I collect back the same $1,000 then give them to go up on the bus, then collect back $500 out of it. And then the people there who no want this my nice clean prime minister. Put Mark Gold inside of Andrew Holness and tell me say who no want put Mark Jefferson Golden over Dr. the most honorable Andrew Michael Holness. On a crazy man. On a lick on a head. Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell should resign now. They are not trustworthy. They don't have anything named integrity. They are too power hungry. And we need people of substance to be in the race for prime minister. Go call Portia then. I'm gonna go for Portia because right now nobody ever PNP. That makes sense. Look at Mark Golding. When Mark Golding half away. By just coming and calling such guy and them boy there. So Mark Golding deal with the black people. Mark Golding even refers to his own wife as African Jamaican. What? What the hell is an African Jamaican? Mark Golding called him wife African Jamaican. What is that? Tell me now. What is an African Jamaican? Because me really and truly not understand what is an African Jamaican. And that's a Mark Golding class him wife. African Jamaican. Labor yard na laugh. Mark Golding same wife is an African Jamaican. And Mark Golding is a what? A British man. Mark Golding has proven to us time and time again that he's a liar. Sorry, guys. And a deceiver. He's very deceitful. Mark Golding came on the fix and said that, yeah, man, we need to move away from the hierarchy and the monarchy because we have to get visa for go England. You know, I went to the embassy now, stand up in a long line for my visa. First of all, there's no line at the England embassy. So that's the first bull crap lie Mark Golding a tell. But because the people in the jungle so poor, them not have money for pay for England visa. So Mark Golding must say them not know what going up there. You understand? And through them ever talk about long line, him just use it. Him must say, oh, the people in the jungle, them not have money for go embassy. They don't go embassy. There's no line at the England embassy. Mark Golding tell a blatant lie. Mark Golding go again and say him apply for American visa. You cannot apply for an American visa when you're a British citizen because you don't need a visa as a British citizen to go to America. Mark Golding tell a lie again. Mark Golding say him grow. Up to this day, him no say him born. Oh, lie. Him say him born up a UC. And him grew at Jamaica. There's not one picture of Mark Golding going to school in Jamaica. Nobody no remember Mark Golding being a classmate. Alright, so yeah, all of Mark Golding classmate them dead out. I mean, oh, him so unfortunate that everybody when go to school with, from basic school to primary school to high school, dead. There's nobody to say, oh, I true enough, my cousin be in a class with him. Isn't that strange? As Mark Golding lie again, as a diplomat, because if you're in parliament, you will get a diplomatic passport. Mind you, Mark Golding got his first Jamaican passport at the age of 44. Huh? So, what have you been traveling the world on for 43 years? Make it make sense. Big up, big up. What have been Mark Golding traveling on for 44 years? If I went him at 44 or 45, him just getting in Jamaican passport. Which other document you had travel upon? So for months and for years, we have been proving that Mark is a liar. Eric Miller, I will suit your sorrows. You know something named Black? Well, today I get a black and cement. Come. You get a black today. Who else want a black? Just comment and I will block you. Because in 2025, me not argue with a soul. So all this Eric Miller, black. Yeah, go and make another page and come back again. Moving right along. Mark Golden is a liar. Mark Golden has been proven, like him company, time and time again, to be a pathologically mendacious liar. Thank you, Sam. You come late. Come, I just have to block somebody. Yeah, my mother, one of my mother today, you know. So when I push up on the head, cause one block per day shall keep evil PNP away. Labor, yeah, just reason it out. Mark Golden saying getting passport 44, 45 thereabouts. So what has he been traveling on all this time? No must the black book from England. Hmm? And the black book him been a travel upon. Mark Golden tell like saying go up American embassy, go apply for visa. You don't need to apply for visa when you have a black book. First of all, if you're in parliament, you don't need to apply for nothing. That's why we have a Ministry of Foreign Affairs. When you work with government and they're sending you on official duties and you need visas and so forth, give me a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Me dey get a call. So, as may I say, that's how we have Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You don't need for sending. You think Andrew wanted to go up our embassy, go turn up in a line away for nothing? You have a foreign ministry that will send in the documents to whatever embassy or consulate and do the processing. So Margolin has been proven over and over to be a pathological liar. Margolin is a liar. And as Dayton Campbell said it best, every liar is a thief. And I mean, says so Dayton Campbell says so. Dayton Campbell said that every liar is a thief. And we have proven over and over again that Mark Golden is a liar. So read between the lines. Dayton Campbell cannot win a seat in St. Anne because Crystal Lee give him a backsiding and run him out of town. You know where Dayton Campbell go? Down a Westmoreland that the PNP had control over for over 40 years. PJ Patterson, who was the Prime Minister, Carl Blight, who was Water Minister, Wickham McNeil, who was Minister of Tourism, did nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, for the people of Westmoreland. And now Dayton can be gone down there because he still believe there are some deep-rooted PNP down there that he can convert to get him back in Parliament. So him and him besties can come and to steal, rob, and destroy. Yes, let's not forget Roger Clark, Agricultural Minister down at Westmoreland, and Westmoreland has nothing of substance to show that was offered to them by the People's National Party other than poverty, poverty, poverty. Peter Bunting, who was security minister who could not even secure himself because while as a security minister, Peter Bunting got robbed. Huh? Can you believe it? The security minister got robbed. Got a political backsliding from Rhoda Crawford over there in central Manchester. And now him gone to southern Manchester. Feel like him a go win a seat. But let me send a message to the people of Manchester. Specifically southern Manchester. Open up on your eye. Look good. A non-working labourite is better than a dead, correction. Let me say this very clear. A dead labourite is better than a non-working PNP. A dead labourite, I repeat, is better than a non-working PNP. There's nothing of substance in that party. The Rise United PNP, there's nothing of substance there. They are of no substance. They are of no worth. There is no, compare the apples with the oranges. Angela Brown Burke versus Kamina Johnson Smith. Thank you for the follow. Follow me on YouTube again, guys. Link in my bio. I will post in this live there. Angela Brown Burke versus Kamina Johnson Smith. Kamina Johnson Smith win every time. Nigel Clark versus Julian Robinson. Nigel I go win every time. Flavel Williams against Julian Robinson. Flavel I go win every time. Dana against Damien. Dana I go win every time. Morris Guy against Tufton. Tufton I go win every time. I don't even know. Lisa is no longer part of their cabinet because they run with Lisa. Then buy out the leadership race with $10 million. Run with Lisa. Dish her dirt. So she not have no position over there. May I try remember what other people what them have. They're not even so important. I don't even know who they are. To be honest, I don't even know who those people are. What the other one name? Nita Robinson. Or Nita Garvey. I think she would go against Babsy. Babsy I go win every time. The one where they Denise Daly. I don't know what is her position over there, but no matter what her position, she still can't beat none of us sitting 48 members plus George Wright 49. None of them senators no make no sense. Like, make it make sense. There's no comparison. Wickham McNeil not have no position. Because Wickham McNeil not have no seat. So Wickham McNeil would be a past tourism minister. But even if them bring him back now and say, okay, against Barlett, team can't compare. And you can't compete where you don't compare. So PNP just need to go one side and the people of Jamaica need to open their eyes and realize that these people are just power hungry, money hungry, and they mean them no good. Listen to when they speak. Healthcare in Jamaica is free. Mark Golding said when he come in power, he will make healthcare more affordable. How the hell are you going to make something more affordable that is already free? Does that make any sense? That don't make no sense. They tell them I'm gonna raise tax for imported foods. So we'll no longer be able to afford rice, flour, sugar, salt. Because the PNP seeks to impose tax. Why is everything that come out of the PNP mouth is tax? One article I read, at one point, Omar Davis in the early 2000s imposed a tax package of $40 billion. on the backs of Jamaican people, and there's nothing to show. No road was built, no hospital beds were bought, no schools were repaired, no police stations were upkept, no infirmaries were upkept, no markets were built, no bridges were repaired, no parks were built, no fire trucks were bought, no new buses were bought into the JUTC. No increase in salary because public sector workers had to go through 7 years of a wage freeze under the People's National Party. Now, public sector workers under this government is experiencing the highest increase in salary that they have ever got. The threshold was moved twice, efficiently and effectively by this government. Minimum wage was raised about 3 times, 2 to 3 times by this government. And for the people who will speak about, oh, minimum wage can't do nothing, why are you seeking to live off minimum wage? I will implore anybody who is out here whining and moaning about minimum wage, go and get a little ambition. It's free. Because why are you seeking and crying over minimum wage? Why are you seeking to earn minimum wage? In no country in the world, in the great United States of America that I'm coming from, in Canada, in England, in no Caribbean island, in no country, whether north or south, east or west, no individual can survive off a minimum wage. So go and get like ambition. Go and get like a training and stop seek to live off a minimum wage, because that's not going to do you no good. Get with the agenda of the Prime Minister. Stop being so lawless and reckless. Right? Obey rules and laws. Because while I was driving on a road in America, I saw a sign. If you honk your horn, the fine is 350 US dollars. And in school zones in Jamaica, you have unruly taxi men and bus men and people in their private vehicles who play the bases of their vehicles at maximum level in a school zone. They're on mercilessly without no repercussion. And if the Prime Minister come out and say we are going to put in a law with an ankle on, you have to pay $3,500. The whole country will be in uproar. But these are the same people who will go to America and see a sign that said no honking because the fine is 350 US and there's no police there and there's no camera there. But they will not even think twice about breaking said rule. The same people will go to America and line up and wait their turn, will not do that in Jamaica. Right now, America is in shambles. People can't afford housing in America. People can't provide proper care for themselves. They cannot buy food because it's too expensive. And you don't hear them complaining. When I went to Times Square, it's beautiful. The lights and everything. But in that same Times Square, there are homeless people out there sitting down on the ground, eating out a box. 5 and 6 of them out of one box. You have sections down there with nasty and dirty and stink. And construction are going on, a whole building there. So, but guess what? No America. American would go on a video and video that and put it up on the internet. But you see, in Jamaica, we Jamaicans, we have a thing of, oh, me have to hear it out, me have to put it on the internet. Then video that long time and put it up. So me as a person who is fascinated with Times Square and New York, and it's my dream city. I only see the lights and the big lights and the big buildings. But when I go down there and me walk up on the street, where there's one street of garbage in New York, and it stink. And construction a go on, and you have to up and you have to skip. I was a bit taken aback. Because me I say, but then people make it seem like say America is this utopia and Jamaica the worst place on earth. I was in the mall sitting down and one little boy no more than 6-year-old come up to me. Miss, you wanna buy candy? This is the great United States of America. When you're on the train and you drive on the subway, you have to be extra careful. As them push you off in the subway and train kill you and not come out of that and alive you. Sorry, TikTok. You get on a train cart and somebody sit down next front across from you and them have shut up them hand with heroin and I take drugs and that you have to travel with every day, go and to and from. People sleeping in the subway, they're shitting there, and pissing there, everything in there. That is America. It's not better than Jamaica. The only thing them have always is that they have a better currency value. And here they may be advanced in some things. But they are no better than us. The same things they want to see are going on, the same things they are going up there. But guess what? No American is going to come and video it and say, oh, look at this man out here sleeping in the cold. Them now go highlight it in a big time square in a cold, freezing cold at 3 o'clock in the morning. Homeless people have just out there sit down in a cold in a great United States of America. People cannot afford food. Once in a while, we see people put up one picture and say somebody got shoplift in a Jamaica, in America. Shoplift for people job. Because they can't afford food. America, where there's so much jobs and opportunities. People have a thief out of the supermarket to feed them family. When you left one job, you have to go one other job. Because you have to make it, you have to make sure your bills pay. And you don't want you eat like half fire in the winter. Because that's brutal. You live with your neighbor where you not see. You don't know your neighbor. Because nobody have no time to sit down and do small talk and a chit chat. Everybody's always on the go. When you are in Jamaica, I was saying to my cousin, I'm in Jamaica, I walk on the road. If I'm sad or not, I mean, your emotion will show up. If there's somebody, one man, live up yourself, man. Warm tears, smile. One old lady, hey, how are you? You alright? Take care, God bless you. One old man, somebody fit in America. Blood could have run out of your eyes. Nobody's looking at you. Everybody gone about them business. Right? So nobody telling you about, oh, Jamaica is the worst. And Jamaica this and Jamaica that. Jamaica is paradise. But guess why we did now and why we are not so perfect? We're not going to be ever perfect because we're not living in a utopia. You understand? So it's not going to be perfect. There's nowhere in the world where it's perfect. But why we are at the stage that we are at is because of the PNP and the wickedness and the atrocities. And the thieving and the backbiting. What them do over the years. PJ Pattis buy a gold ball for $9 million US and I've been asking from last year, where is the museum where I can go and view that gold ball that was bought by Percival James Pattison in the 90s. Where can I go and visit? Where is that ball that was bought for 9 million US? 9 million US dollars in the 90s, in the late 90s, is not baby money. Hey, Whitney, it's not baby money, you know. Where is the money? Where is the ball? Why was Omar Davis putting $40 billion worth of tax on the back of people, and we couldn't get proper health care? People have to drop out of school because their parents can't afford to send them to school. Hmm? Police not vehicle for driving. Sorry guys, my girlfriend gonna get sick. That weather, oh my god. Eh? Infirmaries chink. Bed bug. Used to name all people at infirmary. They used to call it arms house. Towns like Port Maria, where Maurice Guy has been the MP, a member of parliament, for near 40 years, did not have a market. I remember going to Port Maria market with my grandmother, and when rainfall that wet way, I remember driving past the fire station. It was a all house, like somebody all house, and them rent it out and put the fireman them in there. Them could not even wall in there, and it takes the Jamaica Labour Party to go down to St. Mary, to the ungrateful people of Central St. Mary, and give them a market. If you go to the market now, you would think it's a plaza. It takes the Jamaica Labour Party to give the ungrateful people of Central St. Mary a state-of-the-art fire station. The Jamaica Labour Party is bringing life to Central St. Mary. On the thing say, St. Thomas was forgotten. St. Mary was, especially Port Maria, the capital, was more than forgotten and neglected by the PNP. And for years, they have had a strong footing in Central St. Mary. People not have running water in them pipes. And a regular. And once in a while, water come a pipe. I have to pay. St. Mary that have so much rivers. I have to pay water truck man to give you water in your pipe. But guess what? A change is coming. A change is coming to Central St. Mary. So now get ready. The people of Central St. Mary, get ready to do the right thing on election day. Because I see if we don't really want a change and want development. Portmore cannot be little Miami when the municipality is run by PNP for over the years and they continue to do nothing for the people of Portmore. It was PJ Percival Pattison, right? Percival James Pattison, who put a toll over Portmore and tell the people them have to pay for God them yard. Instead of PJ develop the causeway that Edward Seaga built and expand it. He put a toll over there so the people them Portmore have to pay for God them yard. What good have the PNP done for the people of Jamaica over the years? No good. And guys, I'm ending at 2. I may have half an hour left. No good for the people of Portmore, for the people of Jamaica by extension. I remember when Bruce Golding stated that healthcare would be free and that's what you make free. The whole of them run out. Lies, that can't happen. And guess what? It was done. When Bruce Golding said free education, the PNP say you're mad. Education can't free. And it was done. And as Portia come back in her power, she introduced user fee back in her schools. Make it make sense. It was Bruce Golding who said no user fee at the Student Loan Bureau. And they fight him out. And they sabotage him. Peter Phillips and them go on and then get up Bruce Golding. And now Andrew come and fulfill that work of Bruce Golding. No user fee at the Student Loan Bureau. Ronnie Twait stole young persons who were aspiring to be teachers, like myself. In the year 2012, I will never forget. There is no more room for us in Teachers College. We should go and find some other profession. I could have sweet him not care. And these are the same PNP who come now about teacher shortage. When Uno tell young aspiring teachers of a Teachers College, that is PNP. Yes, Selena, that's what I've been over here talking about, and that is why Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell need to resign. Dayton Campbell can't stay too, because he not really have no position. I'm not a seat, but him can go on. But you see the man when you're Mark Golding, he's not fit to be in a leadership race for his country. He's a liar, he's deceitful, he's a manipulator, he's wicked, and he's evil. And he has proven time and time again that he's a liar and he cannot be trusted. Mark Golding should not be in a leadership race to become the leader of this Jamaica in 2025. And Selena, I don't know if you know this man, what them call Colin Bell, aka Shaka Fame, from over Portland. If you know or have any link to him, please to tell him that I am asking him to come and tell the people of Jamaica how much money did Dayton Campbell, Mark Golding, Angela Brownberg, and Peter Bunting give him to give Isaac Buchanan that seat over there in East Portland, and what position was promised to him. Was it a senator seat or was it the head of a board? We need to know, because we need to calculate how much money Mark Golding in debt with, because Proven in debt, Gleaner in debt, PNP in debt. So now them have to go deep in where them are deep in and a borrow money for give people. And that is why Mark Golding stated that when him come back, the first place him go is the NIR. Because money must. I remember they not done pay back Norman on it. Fee money when use and bail them out of traffic gura. Peter Bunting not done get pay back for fee money yet. When use and pay light bill up at 89 Old Hope Road. So these people are just power hungry, looking money to pay off their debts. The same young man, Lawrence Rowe, I don't really care about him, because drunk of I'm drunk. But it just have to highlight the level of deception and the level of plotting that Mark Golding and his side of the PNP will do to gain power. That is its leader. We're not here not because the Integrity Commission is not investigating Mark Golding because them hell bent on bringing down Andrew Holness. Because when Mark Golding went and had that private meeting with Greg Christie, the then head of the Integrity Commission in 2020, while we were so busy and distracted with the pandemic, what was offered? What was the plan that was concocted to carry down the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and to get Mark Golding on the left side of Parliament? Mark Golding and Greg Christie. Somebody don't call Greg Christie for me now. We need to know why did you meet, because everything are reveal out. So no matter how far the plot there, we have to go back down there because we have to go from way down to connect the dots and say, okay, and so and so and so and so. Why did the opposition leader is meeting with the head of the Integrity Commission, a commission that should be fair and free from bias? Can you imagine if Andrew Holness did go meet with Greg Christie in a private room and have tea? I call Greg Christie on a courtesy call. How Daniel Archer, Carol Narcisse, Michael Abrahams, Janet Calder, Michaela Jackson, and Diane Jackson Miller would have go up all angles and have big round table talk. And Mark Golding go and have secret meeting with Greg Christie, the then head of the Integrity Commission, and concocted their plan and put it in motion and how they're going to bring down and tear down Andrew Holness because they believe that the plans that they used in the 90s and 80s to bring down Edward Seaga and Bruce Golding in the early 2000s, 2008, 2009, 10, around there, I go work for Andrew Holness, but I tell you a long time, you know. I tell you a long time, I say, Andrew Holness say, rights, we are a different caliber and we are a different breed. And hell will freeze over before. You hear me say? Hell will freeze over before you carry down Andrew Holness. Because it now go work. Why did Greg Christie, and I think somebody winner check Twitter if Greg Christie still have up that tweet that he made about the Prime Minister is going to be charged. When he knows that nothing go so because he wanted to disgrace the Prime Minister on an international stage and it never worked. And then come back in a 2024 with full force and then fling and then try and then try. The last thing Mark Golding did, his last big attack on Andrew Holness, was when he went to Parliament with him and about 8 or 14 rejects and try to move no confidence motion against Andrew Holness. That was the last try. Mark Golding have walked out of Parliament on many occasions. Many occasions. Basically not about Mark Golding got Parliament. Like them said 36 out of 40 or whatever. Because when I see news with Mark Golding, I read that kind of important to me. But then I highlight the amount of time Mark Golding walk out on the people's business. When he not come late, him left early. Let's talk about you, Graham, who have been to Parliament one time, and Daniel Archer, Michael Abrahams, Diane Jackson Miller run table talk, Carol Narcisse, me no hear she run a round table talk from Peter Phillips. Well, last time he come to Parliament, I must say from 2023. But make it was a labor right, the whole world would have hear about it. Everybody and them granny would have hear about it. Moderator, on the Black Queen part of me, please. But 2025, I now argue with a soul. And then the moderator in the day, and just tell me. A moderator take too long, blocked. Come back on a new page. I thank you. Bye. Mark Golding must resign now. Dayton Campbell, me not care if the PNP then want make him resign, cause he not have no seat, he not go nowhere. He man nobody in camp. They want hold him to be gensec and them party for them business. But Mark Golding should resign as opposition leader because he is have no integrity and have no worth and is not worthy to be in a leadership race for this country. Mark Golding is a liar, he's deceitful, he's mischievous, he's disrespectful, and he does not respect the Jamaican people. Remember me, they call up Mark Golding and ask why him not wear Jamaican colors. Because Mark Golding got a match against Jamaica and Honduras are in a blue. I represent the other team because when Mark Golding put on the black, green, and gold, it itch him skin. And him come like him have an allergic reaction to the black, green, and gold. And I made a post and I found that me see him try force up in a black, green, and gold. He not even wear it. He not put on black, green, and gold. He put on one black shirt, one look of yellow Jamaican, one look of yellow pin. Yes, we know. Because Christy and Mark Golding met, and that is why I was explaining to the people earlier that this is how they work. They're not going to plan and pounce at the same time. They plan and they orchestrate and they plot. And then down the line now, they will come and then they will execute. So if we reveal how concocted their plan is and how intricate, you have to go way back. You have to go way back as Andrea Moore of blessed memory. May her soul continue to rest in peace. To see that when her husband came at her funeral and was so upset that Don Anderson, a big man like Don Anderson, is so vile and wicked to concoct a fake poll against the lady and force her out of the party. We need to know how much Greg Christie get paid if he continue doing these fake polls for the People's National Party. We need to know how much Colin Bell, aka Shaka Flames, got to give up that seat to Isaac Buchanan. We know that Norman Rowe was offered 15 million and a Senate seat. We know that much. But we need to know Steve McGregor. We have to do an in-depth investigation into Steve McGregor. What were the statistics of his division when he was head of wherever he was in the JCF? What were the crime stats? Were crime statistics in his division way out of control? What was his work attitude like? Because now it's begging me to question, was this man allowing criminal behavior and activities to go out of control to make the government look bad in the name of a promised seat by Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, Angela Brownberg, and Peter Bunting? These are the questions that we have to now be asking ourselves. We cannot just take anything again for face value. Even Michael Abrahams, he's a gynecologist. Is Michael Abrahams promised a senior position in any of our healthcare facility that Michael Abrahams is now neglecting his practice of providing gynecological services to females to be writing articles in the Gleaner every Sunday to bring down the government? Him no want be no guy now again. Him turn news article writer every Sunday. You can expect an article from him. Michael Abrahams writing, talking about nothing na Guana, Jamaica. Because this is the same Jamaica that we're now producing our own medical oxygen. This is the same Jamaica that 603 students got medical scholarships. This is the same Jamaica where students can now apply through the NHT if they are doing engineering or architecture to get scholarships valued at minimum $1 million to help with their studies. This is the same Jamaica where students can now get STEM scholarships from the Micro University, University of Technology, and the UWI. This is the same Jamaica where students can get fully funded scholarship from the Ministry of Education to pursue tertiary education. This is the same Jamaica where the threshold has been increased not one but twice. We haven't had any wage freeze for public sector workers. This is the same Jamaica where Artrous NTA is free up to the associate level that Michael Abrams is writing articles to say that nothing na gone and we in a bad state. This is the same Jamaica that was on track of September in 2024 to hit below 1,000 murders. But some reasons, for some sinister reasons, mass shootings started to happen. Mass shootings started to happen for the first time when we were well on the way to be hitting below 1,000 murders. And all these areas are PNP stronghold. Read between the line. It begs and left to question to how these people are evil and we go at no lengths to gain power. We can leave no stone unturned and we must question everything that they do. This is the same Jamaica that Michael Abrahams is seeking to write articles about. That we bought over 150 JUTC buses with no loan, paid for with taxpayers' money. The same Jamaica that we're building a leg of highway in Montego Bay. No loan. This is the same Jamaica that we build a leg of toll road that a Jamaican own. A leg of road that Jamaicans, ordinary Jamaicans have shares in on the Jamaica Stock Exchange because it was Andrew Holness is the only prime minister who tell ordinary Jamaicans to go open stock accounts and buy stocks. Because buying stock is not only for tapanaris like Mark Golding and wanna be tapanaris like Dayton Campbell. Because Dayton Campbell is not tapanaris. Dayton Campbell is a wannabe. Dayton Campbell is a country boy from a Sentan. I'm glad try 15 in the cool crowd. And the tweet is still on Greg Christie profile. Because Greg Christie does not care. He will still seek to demonize and tear down the Prime Minister at any cost. Greg Christie is a vile, wicked man, and Greg Christie and Labour Rights, it's time for us to get serious. It's time for us to get very serious and demand some questions. Why Greg Christie met with Mark Golding in 2020? What was the details and the reason? What were the details that were discussed in that meeting? And what was the reason while we were experiencing a pandemic? Why Mark Golding see if you're going to meet with Greg Christie, the head of Integrity Commission, right? We're supposed to investigate him. So that is like the police are meet with a bad man. That not make no sense. And that is not corruption, Daniel Archer. That not corruption to Carol Narcisse. Dean Jackson Miller, I'm not see a talk about it from all angles. Isn't that corruption? When Lisa came out and said they were buying delegate votes with $10 million, it's all coming full circle. When Andrea Moore's husband said at her funeral that they concocted a fake poll and force her out the position. Now Lawrence was coming to tell us that he was a part of those concocted polls with Dan Anderson and the same knife for stick goat stick sheep. Cause him fight out Imani and then turn around and him never know. And that is why I lick him so hard. Because he was one of Mark Golding campaign manager in the fight against Lisa Hanna. So he can't understand how me fight for these people and carry down people and then turn around and do the same thing. That's why I tell people, don't do unto others that you would not like others to do unto you. Because if not today or tomorrow, it will come around. If not today or tomorrow, be careful. Life is a cycle, and what goes around comes around. Thank you for the follow, guys. Follow me on YouTube as well. I'll be posting this live on there. Link is in my bio. Chuck Finley, Chaps Media on YouTube. Dujan's World, Steady Show. Follow them over there on YouTube as well. Follow the movement on TikTok as well. We're in an election here and we're about to get serious. We'll start be doing lives as well, persons, on YouTube. So from time to time, you will see us over there doing lives. We need to take over every space. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Because the message and the word of Andrew Holness shall be preached in the highways and the byways. And we shall inform people of the good work. Negativity sells. Misinformation sells. So when you hear people having information and spreading news that is not correct, get yourself informed, know what is happening. So as a labor right, that you can inform them and let them know what is right. Not only on current happenings, because people always say to me, good day, young, oh, you know so much things. Me read. I'm going to just read fiction story. Me read credible. And that is why they don't like me. You see, as I come back, them start report my page. Because I have factual information. Because I don't need to come on the internet and tell any lie. So I will campaign for my Prime Minister on truth and fact. Because lie is not of God. Lie is not of God. I have to practice where you preach. So me try to be truthful at all times. And Andrew Holness is sent by God. You can't mix good and evil and mix. When you see Andrew Holness go out, young people love him, baby love him, children love him, all people pray for him. We never see nobody pray for Mark Gold in it. Mark Gold have a spirit of evil and wickedness encap around him. Nobody not pray for Mark Golding. Because Mark Golding is the personification of evil. Mark Golding is the personification of wicked and lie. Very lie. Why is the Integrity Commission so silent? Why they are so silent? Them talking of things that don't concern them. Them talking of things that don't concern them. Them ever pick up for them. Now we know that wicked Dayton Campbell, evil Angela Brown Burke, and Peter Bunting out here buy seat and a concoct against people to get position. In the name of becoming leaders of this country with no real vision for the country. But does it come and reclaim their monies that them a invest and a promise people big seats? Right? That's all they're doing. They don't have no vision. They have no type of vision. No type of vision they have for the people of Jamaica. All no Margolin can tell you what is his plans. What do you plan to bring to the people of Jamaica? Margolin on a plan. Every time Margolin come on platform, you hear him tell us say, oh, the country are going good in, but um um that's all him upon. Them a pay down the debt too fast. Him have to wait 15 seconds for realize what when he say. Every time he comes on a platform, every time Mark Golding comes on a platform, he speaks about they are paying down the debt too fast. What are your plans for not even for Jamaica? What are you doing for the constituency that you live in? What are you doing for the people? Are you going to use your company to go down there and build some low income housing and put the people them on a payment plan that they can, start live a little decent life and encourage them to go to hard to get a skill and get a job and to make something better themselves? Are you want to continue to let the people them down a jungle shit in a bag and throw in at the gully? Are you going to wait till the building down a Tarrington Bridge that was built by Edward Siago crumble down? I'm see a lot of PNP and lies that talk about, Andrew for because of Andrew a prime minister. I'm telling you this. Andrew now come on. Andrew is now come to help us. So Andrew now go work and do nothing for no PNP. And as how wicked as how it seems, we not care. For uno benefit and then uno turn around vote him out. Because that's one thing one will never say about my prime minister. So uno name him out and vote him out. Make uno prime minister, Mark Golding, as uno claim, and uno MP Angela Brownberg and Philip Palwell and all of them, make them do what them get 21 or $25 million a year as MPs in them CDF. Where road where them are fix there, where community center where them are build there, where scholarship them where them are give away. Christmas dust gone, where treat where Mark Golding keep. Where's the treat? Where the package where Mark Golding give out to the old people and the indigent people? What have been Mark Golding doing with the $20+ million when getting at the CDF? You know what am I do with the money? I save you up for buy vote in an election. They must save up the money for buy vote in an election. But as I say, guys, may I tell you something I end too. I may wrap up now. Some other labor rights should they live or coming live soon. And I'm a final wrapping up. I'm going to tell them this. Pressure Mark Golding for resign. Mark Golding should not be in any leadership race to run this country. He is of no integrity. He not have no crime. He not have no character. He not have no class. He not have no decorum about him. Mark Golding is not ready. Mark Golding not ready. Mark Golding not lied. Mark Golding lied to the Jamaican people over again. Mark Golding don't tell him plan. When him come, the first place him go at the NIR, $40 billion him a take out of that. For do what? Him can't give no answer. But now we are knowing where the money will be going. It will be going to repay back for the $15 million. and the light bills that they are paying for and the failing companies and the positions that are promised. And that's so them will take them $40 billion go. And the failing proven and the failing gleaner. That's how it go. Margolin is supposed to be in no leadership race in Jamaica. Margolin tell we lie. Say him go get visa and I'm stand up in a long line too, you know. Like him take people for clown. Like him take you for clown, him stand up in a long line for do what? You're a government official, you're not stand up in a line for no visa. No. Him for resign now. It don't make no sense. Him for resign now. I understand what you're saying, no? But Margolin for resign. Jamaica is too much a good of a country for have somebody so corrupt like Margolin even running to be our leader. Just the thought of that, to hold the man that have nothing in integrity, he should resign before him even going into the leadership race. Him should resign now. You can't be so lie, wicked and evil. You're showing us your true character now. So when you show your true character now, and we give you the chance to go into the race and you use money, buy out people because you still have hungry by the licky people all about PNP, labor right, undecided, everybody. Because some people will not use their brain to think. And the unthinkable will happen. What we are going to do? You see what you do? You can't rub out. So we're not going to give Mark Golden a chance to try even rub out nothing. We're not having more wicked teeth in Mark Golden. And the plot that they're doing, Angela Brownwork and Dayton Campbell. Where is Triple X? Anytime when I see him live, when I just send me that, because I need to see him and ask my question. And them can make the video highlighting 3 good things that the Jamaica Labour Party has done and that the Prime Minister has done for this country. Because you have people who are still hell-bent and understand our poor boy from Spanish Town, whose father is a farmer and his mother is a civil servant, aspire and use ambition and greatness to lead a country. And he's not only leading a country, but he's doing it exceptionally well. It is being done excellently done. All the fight them are fighting him still. I defy the odds. And I go against what them are put up against him because he's ordained and sent by God. So them can't understand. They really cannot understand. Laborers get in line with the mission and the vision of Angel Wellness. Because we have to get a 3rd term. A 3rd term is needed. A 3rd term is a must. We must get in alignment with the vision of the Prime Minister, the goal of the Prime Minister, and what he is about. You not hear me, Chudlin? Tell me if you hear me. Chudlin, tell me if you hear me. Anybody comment, tell me if you're hearing me. You hear me? Alright. Yeah, man, them are always report my life, you know. I will not see them. When me not see them, them are always try report my life. So as me say, guys, we have to get in alignment with the vision of the Prime Minister. We can't sit down and say, oh, PJ give this handout government and I much of the country, but yet still we are cuss out on the internet and then under quiet door we still look for handout. That's a hypocrite behavior. We have to do the do. We have to talk the talk and we have to walk the walk.